The following stream contains elements of roleplay. If this makes you uncomfortable or you find yourself becoming parasocially attached, please consider skipping this stream. Thank you.
You look as if you're waiting for someone else. I'm not sure if I understand. Goodness. I'm not sure if I understand exactly who you're looking for, but I hope I can be a reasonable substitute. Hello, everybody. I didn't expect a crowd up here today. Are you here to swim? Hello, Welder. Hello, Vera. Hello, Sparkling Pixie. Hello, username not taken. Hello, Cobalt. Perhaps you are. Well, then I would welcome your company. Come on now, the water's fantastic. Been warmed by the sun all day today. Your eyes can't focus? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll tell you what, I'll make it easy to focus. How's this? A little better? Can you focus now? Very good. Why, hello. I see here that you go by Celine. I see a Zeet, but I'm guessing that you're here for Miss Odyssey's stream. I should let you know that she couldn't make it today. She rents this pool from me, so I'm simply here enjoying my pool. Thank you kindly, Vera. I do see here that you're quite, a note here that you're very, very sweet like that, so I see that's coming to fruition. Yes, this is a popsicle. I'm quite surprised it hasn't melted any yet. I think it might be one of those ones with, what's it called? Gelatin in it. Keeps it from melting. But yes, it's very good. Despite the appearance, it's not one of those rocket pop flavors, more of a tart, cherry, lemonade, blue raspberry flavor. Hello, 8-bit gentlemen. Oh my. Well, your usual streamer is not here at the moment, but I will relay that to her, that she has a few wheel spins from what I understand. And hello, Strawberry Radio. It is great to see you as well. I hope you're doing well today. Drink is paid, I see. There is no bar here, but if you find yourself...
Excuse me? Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Yes?
Sorry. Mommy?
Not the first time I've been called that, and I imagine not the last. To whoever this user is. Forgive me, I'm not in the habit of calling people that particular word. I simply call you Strawberry Radio. Or I could call you your whole username, Strawberry Radio Daddy. I suppose that works pretty well. Hello, Destiny Kim. I'm afraid you're not talking to Audie at the moment. She is away for now, and she rents this pool from me, so I'm here enjoying the pool to myself. Hello, hello. I see Strawberry Radio Daddy, I see Destiny Kim, I see Mechanics, I see Sparkling Pixie, 8-bit Gentleman. That's a very good question. Some call me Penelope, and some call me Calypso. You may call me either, or none. Whatever you'd like best. How am I today? I'm wonderful. I very seldom get to enjoy my own pool. Cobalt Lance, thank you so much for the 5 bits. Every tip or donation that you pass along, I'll be sending Odyssey's way. I imagine she'll quite appreciate that. She told me that, remind me again, you're called the, Oddities or something, yes? What do I do for fun, out of curiosity? Are you asking me, or are you asking for what Odyssey tends to do when she's the one around? Me? Well, I'm very busy, so I don't have a lot of free time. But when I do have a moment, I love to check out concerts or music festivals or things like that. I love going out to EDM shows. I'll hydrate, that I can do. You make music, that's wonderful. What kind of music do you make, if you don't mind me asking? I see. And do I remember right that Odyssey, she makes music as well, yes? She's been at that for nearly 2 decades. Sadly, AI right now until I can get a proper program. I look forward to the time that you can, Strawberry Radio Daddy. I look forward to you developing skills to make your music yourself. The AI is not half bad. I must say, my understanding of artificial intelligence and music is not a good one. I hope you can understand that as friends with an artist myself, the effect that AI has had on artists that genuinely create their work is devastating. But as I can see, you are working towards improvement, and I very much appreciate that, Strawberry. Aw, I could call you Berry, if you like. Hello again. Many people are coming in expecting Odyssey, but she's not in at the moment, so I am the one from whom Miss Odyssey rents this pool. So I'm here enjoying the pool. Oh, really? Your name is familiar to the usual streamer here. Odyssey is out at the moment, but I can relay that you swung by. It's great to see you. And I hope you've been doing wonderfully, Aurelie. Of course, I would love to make EDM and dubstep, but alas, need to use what I can do, and Barry is fine. That's fair, that's fair. There are free programs that make music, of course. Odyssey left a few answers for some common questions that might come up, and it looks like discussing that came up. There's a program called Reaper that has all the functions of what the programs that she uses, and that would allow you to start for free. You do not have a laptop? Well, no problem. There are plenty of programs for mobile as well. What brings me here today? Well, this is my pool, and it's been a long time since I've had the privilege of using it. Thank you for the head pats. I know that didn't appear at the moment, so let me go ahead and fix that. Right, one moment, please. The layers of reality. There we are, there we are. Oh dear, there appears to be a silhouette. That's much better, thank you. Are you always this sweet to whoever's streaming on this platform? Yes, there are many wonderful programs. I see. Well, I'll be glad to pass that along to Miss Odyssey, that her audience is as sweet to me as they are to her. Yes, for those who are unaware, and if I may gently tap at the fourth wall for a second, today's stream is in fact a character roleplay. One of the rewards that I have written down here from an Audithon event that you all went through. I'm not sure what that means, but well, Miss Odyssey is not here, so I am here to take her place for the day. If you get it, you get it. You're so sweet you melt in the rain. That's adorable, Lord Gwumbles. I would very much like to see that. Now, if you'll forgive me, a moment ago I was enjoying my moment on the floaty. Let me get back onto it. Oh, well, no. Let's not throw the floaty. That's not much better. As you can see, every aspect of our meeting is very well planned. There we are. I see. Well, one more time. scooch it over, and myself. A little bit more proportion. Hello, Teeter. Thank you for your patience with me during that. I hope you're all doing very, very well today. Something tells me the proportion is a little bit off. That is a little better. Also using AI as inspo for beats in the future, so it will make getting my feet wet easier. Is this a new model? It's very similar to one you've seen before. I have technically visited stream before. However, at the time, I was cosplaying a more virtuous, holy figure. How do I say? Does this ring a bell? Surprise, surprise. Or this one. But given the weather today, I thought it would be more suitable to wear something a little bit, hotter. Wouldn't you agree? Oh my. Ah, yes. I have a note about this behavior from you in particular, Vieira. That you are quite the good puppy. I see. How adorable. You'll excuse me? There we are. Isn't it just, Teeter? Hot enough already, summertime. I rather enjoy summertime. It's more just a matter of managing with the heat when it gets particularly bad. Stop being down bad? Why, what for? You're in such a place. I'm not sure what Odyssey's policies are, but when it comes to me, well, it would be remiss to not grant a certain amount of respite. Spring, fall, and winter, man yourself, I see. I think I might prefer late spring. If I had to pick a season that wasn't summer, I like the summer when it's not oppressively hot. Is that right? Late spring is wonderful. I'm inclined to agree. Now, I do feel a little bit,
Humongous hungalonga no no logongus.
Is that right, Cobalt? My eyes are up here, darling. But I suppose one set of targets is easier to hit than the other. I apologize in advance for those of you who are expecting Odyssey. There are many of you who are new here and expect her usual type of stream, so for this to be your first exposure, I do apologize. It is not usually her place to have someone take over stream while she is absent. Audie doesn't have a sound alert for complimenting her eyes, is that right? If it's not inappropriate for me to say, I have seen her eyes, and I understand. Her eyes are quite fun to look at. I wonder, though. Ah, thank you for the head pats. Very kind, very sweet. Oh, my. Oh, hydrate, that I can do. You know, with all the sweetness flowing, I can't help but wonder, how do my eyes look to you? Well, can you see them? Want to open a nightclub and you see Hazel? Wait a minute, where are you seeing Hazel? Reminds you of father. I'm not sure if I understand the reference. If you're looking for Odyssey, then yes, her eyes are hazel. But what do you think of mine? A wink redeem? Does Odyssey wink for you? Well, I it would be wrong for me to not oblige for those who are usually here expecting her, so... She did leave me a set of instructions here. I'm supposed to play these at the same time. I hope I got that right. Did I do okay? I'm not usually a stand-in. I must confess, I didn't realize that she had so many visitors. Wonderful. Good, I'm glad. It only makes sense. Why, hello, Arkines. It's great to see you here. For those who are just entering, Miss Odyssey is absent, so she rents this pool from me, so I am enjoying it for the time being. I have heard wonderful things about you, Miss Arkines, and I hope you're doing absolutely wonderful. Now, wait a minute. Vieira, that cat girl looks absolutely adorable and a little bit familiar. Who is that? 35 streams in a row. Timber, you do an awful lot of barking. Are you a dog? Or wolf of some sort? Or are you just a very good boy? Off to make more music and maybe look up real programs. Take care, Strawberry Radio Daddy, and perhaps next week, when Miss Odyssey is actually streaming properly, she might be in a good position to help you out with that. Timber used his stream streak to be down bad. That's a new level of bottom. Now, Latent, that is not a redemption I am going to do today. What makes you think that I would stoop to that kind of low? More like, hey, Latent, how about you nya for me? That might have been a bit too much, I apologize, but I'll be refunding your points for the time being. Save your points for Miss Odyssey when she comes back. Perhaps, but right now your real goal is to be a club owner and not a DJ. Maybe do music for fun. That's fair. Strawberry Radio Daddy, thank you for the follow. Miss Odyssey gave me a script to read for this. Welcome to the stream. It is great to have you here. She is Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and her work has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matarakan of Vishojo, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. I see. You're doing quite wonderfully today. I hope you're doing well. I am, thank you for asking. And I hope that your day continues to be wonderful, darling. I think I miss my, my inner tube. You'll excuse me. Settle in just a little bit. There we are. Hope to see you in particular soon. You are quite enjoyable to speak with. Why, thank you. It is not like Miss Odyssey to leave me in charge of streams like this, but if she does see fit for me to come back, well, if all of you see fit to have me back, then perhaps I can speak to her on the matter. You were locking in for your 35th stream streak, and you see... I see. I do have a note here that Miss Odyssey tends to be under certain restrictions for the behavior from her chat, but, well, given that today is a bit of a field trip, perhaps, well, I've already seen where your eyes are going, and perhaps some banter is welcome. Pretty lady makeup. Oh no, you're adorable, Destiny Kim. And I missed it earlier. A wonderful person by the name of Aloe, and must say she has the voice of an angel. I've heard that. I've heard that about, is it Aloe? Or is it Aloe? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but she sounds lovely. Oh no, you are all too precious. Too cute. Oh, goodness. Also trying to eat, but you don't think you can now. You can't stop blushing? Well, that's easy, Timber. Use the heat from your cheeks to cook your food. Simple. Because Lord knows I can't give you the popsicle. It's stuck in my hand. It doesn't diminish any. All I can do is hold it up to my face. It's a terrible tragedy. Anyway. Neuron activation, yes. Dart Runner, you are one of the moderators here. Much appreciated. I do understand that Odyssey left a memo regarding my presence here today. I appreciate your support. Infinite popsicle, I suppose so. At the very least, it must be one of the ones that's made with a little bit of gelatin. Have you seen those? The popsicles with a little bit of basically jello in them, where it causes them to melt slower and last longer, even in direct sunlight such as this. So earlier I was asked about what I like to do for fun. I don't have much free time, but I was talking about music festivals. I also, I don't think I ever disclosed what I do for work. I run a chain of nightclubs, actually. Something like your House of Blues or your, oh goodness, what's the other one? There's House of Blues, and then there's not Hard Rock. There's definitely another one, though. At any rate, instead of running a franchise like that, what happens is I invest in nightclubs. And while I won't get into anything, I will say that Miss Odyssey and I have been in pretty frequent communication for just such a purpose. She's been planning something to that effect. I don't think I was supposed to disclose that to you yet. I am terribly sorry. That was not for me to disclose. I do understand that my agreement with her does not have an NDA on my particular end of things, but perhaps I shall disclose no further on her particular endeavors. All I'll say is she's been busier at this than she might have told any of you. But I digress. I own a chain of nightclubs, and I like to go to even some competitors from time to time. Can't just go to my own venues, you know. Our Audie works hard. She does. She does. She thinks very highly of you all. She does a lot of this for you. I quite like working with her for that. Makes it easy to invest in her endeavors, knowing that it's not for pure vanity. Since when does Audie look like a... Oh, Jiraiya, I'm terribly sorry. Audie is out for today. I am here in her stead. I actually own the pool that she has been renting from me for these streams. Not a problem. No worries, no worries. I've been here to run the stream as a favor to her. She's been good to me. So I'm here on her behalf. You are, of course, thank you so much for the head pats. Much appreciated. You're all very sweet. But yes, I go by either Penelope or Calypso, depending on how you see me.
You're such a good girl.
Oh? Is that what you're into, Anonymous? Were you trying to call me that, or is that just for you? Because from where I'm sitting, from what I'm seeing, well, I won't get into that. I've been told to hold my tongue for certain redemptions. One moment, actually. Oh my. She forgot to update something. I think it's actually written down in her little set of notes that she left me. A certain redemption of such a kind should be a reduced price today. And if I'm not mistaken, the restrictions are off.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Yes?
Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
I can't answer who that is if it remains anonymous, silly. Now, if you know what to look for, you know what to do. You like being called a good boy and such, you like returning the favor. I see. Does that convince you that you're a switch of some sort, or are you just a very good boy? That just sounds like a very kind gesture to make for a subby will puppy like you. Forgive me for, well, it's my understanding that might be overstepping for how Miss Odyssey tends to run her streams, but for me, well, I try to call it like I see it. And from what I see, I am surrounded by very, very many good boys, girls, envies, and much more. Yes? Oh, that's the notification from earlier. I can't answer you if you play it anonymously, silly. I can't be much of a mommy if I don't know who my good boy or girl or envy is. That's okay, Rojaniah. Take care. I'll be here for a little while anyway, so don't you worry your head. Now, what does Miss Odyssey tend to talk to you about when she's here? I didn't come prepared that much. I have some vague sense that she is a musician, and that she specializes in a genre called Eurobeat, but I think I've only heard a couple of songs like that. That's the one from Initial D, right? Like the car anime? There's some songs like that in DDR too, right? Something like that. I'm afraid I'm not as familiar with the subject as your standard host is. We could, of course, talk about other things. After all. Oh, looks like your name is Hannah. I must apologize. Miss Odyssey, Miss Jessa, is absent today. She rents this pool from me to stream in from time to time, so I am enjoying the pool in her stead today. However, I do have a note that you are quite a delight yourself, Miss Hannah. And the barking is much received. It sounds like you're quite a good girl yourself. I am familiar with VTubers, and I recognize those too. Oh, goodness. If I'm not mistaken, it was through one of their mutual friends, Orihime VT, that Miss Odyssey and I met. Oh, Gamer Boy. Why, that seems a misnomer. I see a lovely girl before me. Nevertheless, alas, I am not Mommy C. I am simply the woman from whom Odyssey rents this pool. But it's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard wonderful things about you. Well, I'm very glad that didn't poke somewhere in particular. Does Odyssey tend to stream with that particular hazard going on? If I wasn't more careful, that could knock me right over. Come on now. Have some sense. That could be very dangerous. At any rate, there's been incidents. I see. What kinds of incidents? Hopefully nothing too dangerous. Ah, thank you for the head pats. Much appreciated. Goodness, I could get used to this. I can see why she has it set up this way. She experiences quite a bit of affection from you, doesn't she? Pokes and head pats and words of affection. Why, you take very good care of her, don't you? I see why she wants to take such good care of you. Oh. Oh my goodness, there... Oh! What was that? The whole place filled up with hearts. That was... goodness.
Not.
Excuse me. Do I have that effect on you then? This is a more dangerous line of work than I thought. Goodness, your streamer must be a sturdy type. Drowned in hearts, booped, poked at, head patted, called all kinds of names. Goodness, she must put in a day's work around you. From what I can see, very worth it, though. And, Hannah, I'm glad to have that effect on you. Just, don't do it in the pool, please. Makes it hard to clean out. Although I could think of a few other places to have that effect on you. Or rather, if you can help the way that I impact your particular neurons. Goodness, I'm beginning to get a sense from a mysterious third party that I might be really pushing boundaries compared to what Miss Odyssey does. I should perhaps have some restraint. But only some. Try as I might, the popsicle never enters my mouth. I am so parched. Come to think of it, I wonder why they haven't made a more thirst-quenching popsicle. Oh? I do have very nice legs. Thank you for noticing, Cobalt. I wonder. Would you behave if I showed you? Oh, doesn't quite stick. Come on. There we are. How do I look? I particularly love the butterflies on the straps. They're very cute. Little built-in anklets. I hope she's getting a good discount on the pool that she rents from me. Are you celebrating? Oh no, you're adorable. And, oops, forgive me. Right. And, yes.
You're such a good girl.
Goodness, it's very seldom that I get called that. I'm usually more in the habit of informing others of how good they are. Now, I believe my ass is slightly off of the thing. In the words of Johnny Bravo, my mother warned me about women like you. I was hoping she was right. That's an interesting phrase. How shall I prove it to you? What exactly are you looking for in women like me? Oops, excuse me. Still not used to this video tracking software. And yes, I've made sure that Miss Odyssey has a good rate for renting this pool from me. She's been very kind. She has quite a few ambitions, and given that she is working through my company to sponsor and affiliate her redacted, I make sure to take good care of her. She's also quite personable. Every once in a while, we will both enjoy the pool together. She's not exactly an athletic swimmer, but she does seem to enjoy the pool very much. Quite a lot about swim dresses, although she's been getting brave about bikinis. Hello, Peanut. It's great to see you. For the record, Miss Odyssey is out today. I am the owner of the pool from whom she rents this place, and I am taking care of the stream for now. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, if you'll excuse me. Not used to the tracking on this camera, as it were. Forgive me, I'm not laughing at you, for the record. I just find you all adorable. Ida looks beautiful. Does she? I imagine she'd be very happy to hear that. I know she's more than a little insecure about that. But I'll pass that along to her. I'm not sure how my particular outfit looks to you, but, What is a gamer? Use your words. Are you okay? There we are, a little bit more stability. Let me do that hydrate real quick. Like an invisible force is slightly more quenched now. Oh, forgive me. Ah! You almost rocked me again. To catch me off guard, it could knock me over. I don't much appreciate that. Gamer is fine. I have it here that Gamer is a girl. Yeah. Could you... Could you... I see what we're on about. Not exactly impressed, but well. I would appreciate a certain amount of notice ahead of time. Anyway. It's all in good fun. I do apologize for snapping at you like that. Yes, despite the word in Gamer's name, Gamer is very much a girl. No worries, Cobalt. By the way, for those interested, it's my understanding that Miss Odyssey has a plugin installed on her chat that shows people's pronouns by their username. I highly recommend that you check out, I believe it's alejo.pronouns.something. Let me double check. Yes. Was that a steak? I'm not sure how to feel about having someone throw steak at my face. Are you calling me meat? Is that right? That desperate to get your meat in front of me, huh? For shame, for shame. I don't know what Miss Odyssey is used to in that regard, but I am a far more expensive date, for lack of a better way to put it. Thank you for the head pats. Much appreciated. Why, thank you, Gamer. I am very proud of my body. Oh, don't worry. I can get the rest of you just as quickly and easily. That is a guarantee. That's much better. With any luck, I'll have you in the nearest future as well, Cobalt. Hmm? With that little gotcha, of course. What else do you mean? Oh, I see. I have the feeling that you're not used to this kind of play from Miss Odyssey. I wonder if she's having me test the waters. Oh, no need to shush. No need to shush, Timber. I can see who's thrown things. It's my understanding that it's part of the little system that she has. It explains some of the machines surrounding this pool at the moment.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Yes, darling. How can I help you? I'd like to be a little closer to you. There we are. That's much better. I like this. This is right here. This is perfect. What do you tend to talk about with Miss Odyssey? What kinds of subjects does she tend to talk about with you? She's mostly business with me, although we do have some good conversations when she's here at the pool. You know, after stream hours, of course. Was that thunder? All who use the mommy sound but anonymously are punks. Exactly. I wouldn't mind knowing exactly who's calling me mommy. After all, I do have it here. Okay, good. I can actually double check now. For those of you who don't know, it looks like there's some redemptions here. Looks like One where I call you something is half priced with no restrictions. If any of you have been saving for that particular one and don't mind getting it from me instead of Miss Odyssey, I would say now is a good time. But I digress. What should we talk about? You know, I'm not sure how often Miss Odyssey checks the VODs. If you do want to talk to me about some of what she and I are working on together, I would not say no. Oh, Hannah? Very well. Hannah, you are such a good girl. Who's mommy's good girl? Is it you? Oh, I would love to see what makes this good girl blush, melt into a little puddle. My good, sweet, obedient girl, aren't you, Hannah? How's that? Spotcello says ara ara. I see. Good for you. If you're looking for me to say something, that's a different story altogether. I do have it on the list of Audithon rewards that she gave me. I wonder if this technically qualifies. No, it's not ASMR. She has here 2 different ASMR streams. One is regular, and the one says ASMR Mommy Stream. But I suppose she has to be the one doing that. And, well, this isn't ASMR, so I guess it's just something else. Mr. Action in the house. Well, hello. Well, you're not inside a house at all. You're here in on the rooftop pool. And Miss Odyssey is out for the day. I am the lady from whom she rents this pool. And I'm here to stream in the time being. Some call me Penelope. Others call me Calypso. You call me whichever one you like. Or something else. I've been getting other certain names from some chatters here. And I certainly don't deny it. I do have a certain maternal energy, don't I? I make you blush so much. You can't. You're so... Oh dear, gamer. I would like to apologize if it's becoming too much. I do have my instructions to carry on the stream as much as I have planned. If it's becoming too much, then, well, thank you so much for the head pats. If it's becoming too much, I may recommend a break or a breather from watching me. You're just playing. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Just making sure. It's my understanding, there's a note here that there have been strong reactions to certain things in this stream, so I want to make sure that we're being respectful. You're fine? Well, gamer, you would tell me if ever I pushed the button too far. You would, right? You would let me know if I ever pushed your boundaries? Kings don't bark, but do good boys bark? Would a good boy do it, Mr. Action? And more importantly, are you my good boy? Because I'd love to hear it. Aw, Timber, we knew you were a good boy. That's been established, darling. Aw, Miguelder, such a good... Do I have your pronouns, Miguelder? You're a king, I see. Well, I have made a few forms of royalty. Well, let's just say, for someone not born of royal blood, I think they found their spot on their knees, quite appreciative towards me. I would tell you always, let you know if you're pushing, playing along. Ah, okay, so you would tell me. Very good. Good girl. Even kings bow and kneel. Plenty do. The ones that I know do. But I won't get into that. Oh no, too many of you are simply too cute. Oh goodness. But yes, I will say I enjoyed the effect that I had on you, gamer. Please carry on. If I heard Odyssey is trying to evade her pool taxes, not at all. She has been paying me very well to rent this place for her streams. If anything, the part of the discount that she has for me is because we're working together on her redacted. Why, thank you very much, Hannah. 5 bits. Every bit helps, every bit's appreciated. I believe that's what I've been told to say from Miss Odyssey. Not fair, I imagine you meant to say that I'm such a good girl. But I've also been known to do that as well, depending on the other party. Not sure if I would do it with anyone in this chat in particular, but, well, I shan't explain any further. I would say don't kiss and Did you get what you wanted? Anyway. Oh, gosh. Goodness, those really do a number, do they? Oh my gosh, okay. Anyway, well, I think the hearts just had a certain effect on my sense of balance for a little bit. I'm all right, thank you though. Stay focused, King. Oh, nonsense, Vera. Vera is such a good boy. He can focus on whatever he pleases, right? And if that includes barking or being good for Mommy, that's perfectly fine. Goodness, you all really aren't used to this from your streamer, are you? I don't much appreciate that. Your focus is on the music maker. So on yourself, then. I think I could get you to sing. Or at least make some kind of noise, but I digress. Aw, Hannah, who's a good girl, huh? Aw, such a good doggy for Mommy, huh? Somehow, from a distant dimension, I can feel myself being bonked. Oh well. For now, we'll simply have to enjoy. Again, though, I digress. What kinds of things do you talk about with Miss Odyssey? I suppose we could talk about those things. If you're not gonna make me sing, then can I at least choose the song? Thank you so much for the head pats. Well, I think there's some music we could make together. And I imagine you'll quite agree on the tune you'll be carrying. You may bark, but you do meow a lot. Why, I'm not particularly worried one way or another. I have plenty of doggies and kittens. Come along now, I can work with either. You're bilingual. Are you particularly cunning, Vera? Nope. Even for me, that's a bit excessive. I'm going to leave it at that. Goodness gracious. I don't think even I'm used to this. Don't worry about it, Vera. Simply banter, I believe it is. It's my understanding that Miss Odyssey does not run things this way, but Miss Odyssey is not here, is she? Besides, I'm stuck in an office building more often than not. I enjoy the occasional banter. The occasional, play, so to speak. Chirp, 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 pretty little birdie. Are you a birdie? Aw. Have you perch on my finger like a Disney princess? Hmm? You could definitely sing for me, couldn't you? I would love to hear that. I bet you have a beautiful voice. I really wish that I could eat this popsicle. I'll have to have my assistant get me a new one when stream is over. It would be far inappropriate for me to dispose of it on stream. At least that's my understanding of it. But yes, what do you and Miss Odyssey talk about? She wrote down music, life events, gender. That does happen. Cheese is also written here. Cheese. Really? Wouldn't have taken her as a fan of cheese, but whatever. Music, however, that I could see myself getting into. Or are you simply looking at me? Come on now, I don't bite. That's a separate service. Here, I'll get a little closer. How's this? OMG, I'm a gotcha. Oh, I get what you mean. Oh, you're too kind. Alas, I am simply the lady from whom Miss Odyssey rents this pool. So, well, I hope I'm not disappointing your expectations. I am honored by that, however. That is very sweet. Been told you may fascinate a woman by offering a piece of cheese. Is Odyssey fascinated by a piece of cheese? Oh dear. Hydrate. Only one way to find out. Well, let me know how that goes. I would love to see what fascinates her in particular. I don't mind cheese, but, you know, it's not exactly a favorite. You are what? Are you easily fascinated by cheese? If Miss Odyssey is, goodness, fascinated by a piece of cheese, she's not... It wouldn't be remiss of me to call her a bit of a bimbo, would it? I could see that being the case. She's not stupid. She's simply not focused on everything, on the same thing that everyone else is. Benui. Oh, that is cute. Yes, bows the pun. You do have a very round friend there. She calls herself that, I believe. That checks out. That checks out. Well, Valley Girl accent. Really? Does Miss Odyssey do voices for you? I wonder how that would sound if I gave it a try. Like, oh my gosh, you're so adorbs. I can't even with how sweet you are. You're like totally amazing. And I'm just like so stoked to be around you. It's like super awesome that Odyssey let me hang with you. I mean, like, who wouldn't want to be around someone as fab as you? So like, let's make the most of it and have a blast together. Did I do that properly? Disclaimer, don't feed your bunny cheese. Oh, do they respond poorly to the lactose? Or what's it, is it lactose, or what is it that animals struggle to digest in milk? I forget what it is. Animal biology was not my focus. Mine was more an entertainment business. Yeah, okay, good to know. But yes, that is a very important disclaimer, Bowser the Bun. Can you take, cheese or milk? Or are you a bunny metaphorically? Oh goodness, 1 second. It is very hot out here, isn't it? I think I should be good. Yes, I should be good. There we go. Still very much covered up. Well, I've heard about what happens on Twitch. I should perhaps keep that on. I did not think about that. My tremendous apologies. I would rather stay on the platform. If Miss Odyssey came back and found that I had gotten her account banned for a minute, that would be very poor business practice. Goodness gracious, my sincerest apologies. Oh my. I will do my best to make sure that the stream is intact by the time Miss Odyssey returns. So she talks about cheese, does she? I think I'm more about vegetables. I don't know why, but she seems to agree with me on this too. I've been trying to get back into leafy greens in particular, spinach and salads and celery. Is your latency really that bad? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. So surprised to meet Calypso instead, but a welcome one to be sure. You must go for walkies now. Walkies, I see. Well, no worries, Peanut. I hope you enjoy your walkies. And perhaps next time, Miss Odyssey can be here to greet you again, but I'm glad that we can meet as well. Aw, Gamer, I see that you clipped it. Thank you for that. I'm glad that I could be. I suppose this is my first clip on Miss Odyssey's channel. Miss Odyssey. Goodness. I must apologize. I am still used to referring to her so professionally. She and I are trying to work on being better friends, so perhaps I should simply call her Odyssey or Audie. There are a few names that I have for her. Mostly just Audie or Odyssey. Psst. Hey, Chad. Between us. Did you see that clip from when she rated Cottontail? And Cottontail's reaction? And how she greeted Odyssey. Inspiring, to say the least. Oh no, it was simply too cute. I know that Odyssey can be quite, she hides her feelings about certain names like that for herself, so I imagine that was a very affirming moment for her. That said, keep the fact that I told you about that out of this. Are we clear? You didn't hear it from me. Of course not. That'd be silly. Now, where were we? Do I call you chat? Do I call you audience? Do I call you oddities? Whatever you are, I have a question for you. Have any of you had the chance to go out and enjoy some sort of summer activities yet? Summer is almost over. Have you been able to enjoy a water park, or a lake, or the ocean, or perhaps a pool like the one up here on the rooftop? Swam at a friend's house. Wonderful choice, wonderful choice. What kind of pool do they have? I must confess, I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to swimming pools. I like when the pools that I swim in are heated, at least slightly. Just enough to where on a cold day you're not shocked to jump in. Been grilling, I see. I do love me some barbecue. What kind of things have you been grilling, Bowser? One of those fair-sized above-ground pools, I see. I don't see a lot of above-ground pools these days. Well, if you don't count this particular one, I suppose. This one's definitely above the ground on some level. But I digress. I haven't seen an above-ground pool in a while. Most of it tends to be into the ground, isn't it? Burgers, hot dogs. Ooh, I haven't seen a lot of fish getting grilled lately. I bet that tastes absolutely amazing. What kind of fish do you tend to grill? I happen to adore salmon, for instance. Love salmon. Grilled catfish is amazing. I don't remember if I've had catfish. I've been accused of being catfish, but I didn't much appreciate that kind of thing either. It better be for that price. Yeah. Salmon is delicious. I have had it prepared so many ways. And, I don't know, it's lovely to see on any kind of menu. And for those who are interested, if you're looking for a nutrient-rich, tends to be diet-friendly meat protein at a restaurant, too, tends to be a good option. especially if you can't afford the steaks. It has to be slightly less expensive than the steaks, unless you're going to a seafood restaurant, of course. They're going to make it a little bit more expensive, but my goodness, when the seasonings are just right, why, it practically, goodness, it dances on the tongue, doesn't it? Now, Bowser, do you grill vegetables as well? Grilled personally caught bass, bluegill, and pike before, and some other fish. My uncle would grill any fish we caught. Mia Lamia from Monster Musume. Is that the one? Is that the one with the red scales and calls the protagonist darling? I see. An excellent choice. There is something to that phrase, though, isn't it? I know when I grew up, darling had a different impact on me. It depended on who was saying it. Mia unlocked some things in you. What did Miss Mia unlock in you, if you don't mind me asking, Cobalt? You're in safe company. Come on now. I won't make you share if you're not comfortable, but I'd be fascinated to hear. She taught me to be... That was not the answer I expected. That laugh was out of a subversion of my expectations. That is not a laugh at you. I do apologize for that. Well. Oh, that's the one gamer. Isn't it adorable? I love how into it Odyssey gets in that chat. How cute. How absolutely adorable. How often do you... Okay. Oddities, I must ask. How often do you tease your streamer? Not me, obviously. I'm simply a substitute, as it were. But how often do you tease your... how often do you tease Odyssey? She seems like the type to tease you, but she seems receptive. I wonder. I think if you play your cards right, I know that she's not receptive to it right away, but, you know, get her into such a state. Actually, chat. Oddities, sorry. I have another look at the Oddie Day reward list that Odyssey provided me. I have a feeling you'll have your chance to do so sooner than you might think. There is at least one kind of stream coming up from her that I think some of you teasers might particularly enjoy. A certain form of play that I occasionally indulge in with her. Goodness. Well, sure. She takes such good care of you, but I understand that she likes being, just between us, by the way. She does a lot of that good boy, good girl stuff. Not just because she thinks that that you all need to hear it, but because that's the kind of thing she wants to hear. Not all the time, obviously, and not purely with the intention of flustering. That in and of itself, just doing so for the sake of fluster, it's like, oh, there it is again. Well, I guess that's that. But, you know, in the right context, I feel like she would appreciate that kind of thing. Audie do be a switch. Honestly, yeah. She kind of is. What, this one? Huh? I'm not horribly impressed. Anyway. I have a few expressions. I don't think I've shown you too many of them. Me, when I finally get the popsicle to be consumed. Me, when you tell me what eating the popsicle looks like. Well. Anyway. Me, when you tell me in less flattering terms. Me when you make a joke or reference I don't understand. Me when I get it. And that's that. And this is face when the commander refills the soda with I see. Is that from a gacha game? Is that from Nikkei or from Azure Lane? I must say, your streamer doesn't seem to care much for the gameplay of gachas, but I think I'm quite interested. That's Nikkei. Good to know, good to know. Glad no one has a squeaker ball yet. Timber. Thank you for the advice. I'll pass that along to Miss Odyssey. Now, what else do you and the streamer talk about? What else do you and Odyssey get into? Let me back up a little bit. I got a little too close. Sorry about that. What is that skin? Skin? I'm not sure if I understand. Oh, you're still looking for Miss Odyssey. She's out for the day, so I am filling in her stead. I am the woman from whom she rents this particular pool. Some call me Penelope, and some call me Calypso. Either way, I'm glad that you're here, Simon. Really? Really? You got it. You happy? Anyway, I do have my limits to coolness, as it were. But yes, I am the one from whom... Okay, that was a little funny, not gonna lie. I'll keep that present later, as long as the paper is waterproof. Why did we get a jail installed in this pool? Where is that coming from? What is that? How in the world did I... What is this? Well, I'm not sure if I understand. Your streamer must have some very strange and bizarre circumstances. Independent contractor has been a bit overzealous. Oh, so? Oh, everything gets head pats. And it appears that one of my legs gets a little scritch. No, I don't mind that. I don't mind the occasional massage. Also, hello, Catherine. If you're looking for Miss Odyssey, she's not in at the moment. I am the lady from whom she rents this pool. You may call me Penelope or Calypso, whichever vibe you get from me the most. And by the way, to whoever got the literary reference that might have been snuck in there, you're correct. Almost as if there's an overarching theme. Ouch. Was that merchandise? Wouldn't mind a new shaker, actually. That would be quite lovely. I wonder if there's other flavors of this popsicle. I really am surprised. Was that a heart? Was that like a heart? I don't get it. Wanted to let Odyssey know how much of an idol she has been to me. Well, I can pass it along. If you don't mind a stand-in for the time being, Catherine. You seem like a sweet one, so I can most certainly pass it along to her while she's away, when she comes back. Was that a bicycle? How? Huh? Hey! Ow! Oh, so sending hearts is supposed to make it better. I'm not sure if I understand. You oddities are, living up to your name, to say the least. Not an unpleasant experience, just a A unique one. I can leave it at that for now. Ah. Listen, any more of those and I'm gonna have to start charging. Ah, missed me. Nice try. I ain't proud of yourself. Anyway. What were we on about? Ah, right. Oh, jeez. Okay. Here it comes. Oh. It appears that my head is twitching. One moment, please. Thank you for the head pats in the meantime. Oh my. That should not be happening. That's a little better, isn't it? And thank you for the head pats, by the way. Well, I don't think it's possible to break those redeems in particular. I must say, given this chat's track record for the good boy or good girl redeem, and the fact that Miss Odyssey said to make it half off, I'm a bit surprised that there haven't been more. I'll have to let her know. Perhaps you prefer to hear it from her. And that's all right. That's fine by me. How do I say? I'm under no illusion that I am a reasonable substitute for your streamer. There might be some shared elements, but I do think she's different. I hope she's different anyway. Not that I'm upset at myself, but, well, you're here for her. I'm simply here. Not to say I don't support her. Simply just, we have different goals, is all. And I think that's fine. Been saving up for a while now, so it's a really tough call. And I can see how saving it for when she is the one present can make a world of difference. I suppose on some cosmic level it could be the same as receiving one from her. It's your call, Timber. And I shan't pressure you one way or the other. They are your points, after all. Goodness, waking up at 6 certainly has its cost on one's energy, doesn't it? Oddities. What time do you tend to wake up in the morning? I've been starting to wake up at 6 o'clock myself. It's, still not easy after a while, but I'd say it's definitely worth it. Feels like I have much more of a day at my disposal when I do. 1:30 p.m. I see. Timber, I see. Okay. Well, thank you so much for trusting me with your redemption while Miss Odyssey is away. Timber, are you listening? I'll try to do it a bit more like Odyssey does, since I know that was important to you. Timber, you are such a good boy. Who's my good boy? Is it you? Is it you, my good sweet puppy boy? It's you. It's you. You're such a good boy, Timber. Who's my good puppy boy, huh? Aw, there you go. How did I do? Hopefully a reasonable substitute for your usual. Usually around 4 a.m. because I like working the morning shift. 4 a.m. waking up. That's early. I don't think I could do that. 6 a.m. is enough for me, goodness. My goodness gracious gravy. That is substantial. Who else is waking up at an interesting time of day? I have found that 6 a.m. tends to be the right time for me to wake up, spend a little time on my phone, confessedly, and start my cardio. A little bit of a jog. I'll come back and I'll practice some calisthenics, some aerobics, and just generally keep myself in good shape before breakfast. Otherwise, I get so caught up in the day and in preparation for other things that it simply, well, it would never get done. Even waking up at 7 didn't seem to be enough time. So 6 o'clock it is. I pass that advice to Odyssey, and she seems to be giving it a try as well. That's what time I come home from work. I see. That makes some sense. You work quite a shift, don't you, Bowser? The humble boasting. Oh, yes, I don't mind having an impact on your streamer. After all, given how you're reacting to her, she seems to be, quite the gal from outside of what I've seen from her. What is this white bit that appears in front of me whenever I open my mouth? Strange stuff, but I digress. 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. That's right, that makes sense, okay. Oh, goodness, forgive me. Again, 6 a.m. Oh. Looks like Odyssey's partner with some Stoneforge. That's right, she was telling me about that. She got the new laptop from them recently, didn't she? Odyssey has partnered with Stoneforge Technology, from custom builds with cases featuring your favorite VTubers to pre-built powerhouses to even accessories and streaming gear. Get 10% off your order using code Odyssey at checkout or click that link. I see. Oddities. I won't tell her that I asked you this, but would you ever get a computer case with Odyssey on it? Come on now, now's the time. No need to be shy. You can share anything with me. You're in safe company. In a heartbeat, of course. I imagine she would be very happy to know that. I imagine she has to do pretty well with her relationship with Stoneforge before they do something like that with her. If you had the money, yes. That makes sense. Computer things can be quite expensive, can't they? I tend to bulk order computers, confessedly, so can't say that I'm too familiar with, customizing one from the ground up like Stoneforge does. I run a business. I can't afford to meticulously design every little detail of each one, But, there's some element of that. I can tell that, 16 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of RAM, forgive me. 16 gigs of RAM is good, 32 is better, 64 is best. And when it comes to graphics card, number go up. Axivos, great to see you. I hope you're doing very well today. For those who are coming in, who are just popping in for the first time today, Miss Odyssey is out for the day. I am the lady from whom she rents this pool for her streams, so I am filling in while she is out and about. Some call me Penelope. Others call me Calypso. Call me what you like. Your calf muscles got a mild tear, I think. Wish you had a Nintendo Switch case with Odyssey on it. Doesn't Odyssey have, stickers? Could have sworn she had, stickers with who's her merchandise provider? I know she was looking into new ones, but I think she's still with, Fourth Wall. She's with Fourth Wall. You could get Odyssey stickers for your Switch case, I suppose, Timber. Calypso is a pretty name, isn't it just? It sounds like it harkens to a certain historical nymph. Been hammering 8+ reps on 400 pounds on deadlift and squats. My goodness! You sound quite strong. Calypso is from Pirates of the Caribbean. There is someone named Calypso in Pirates of the Caribbean. I wonder if they got that reference from somewhere. Excuse me a moment. I believe there's also a line of drinks called Calypso. Like a lemonade brand of some sort, right? Calypso lemonade. They have the lemonade that's in all those bizarre colors. Oh, no. I imagine they taste delicious, but, well... You've heard it's... Oh dear, I don't think I can repeat that line here. Calypso is also the name of the lovely teacher from Bluey, and also the voice actor who voices Calypso also sang the song that makes thousands of people cry. She's in the Odyssey. Is she? Maybe so, maybe so. Wonder if Odyssey is on a surfing trip in the... I can confirm that she's not. She is taking care of some other business work, but, she's not in the Mediterranean. I don't think she's even been to Europe. Never been so strong, such a paradox. Don't want to make it worse, of course. However, powering through it feels fine, too. That's life lately. Why, that's fair. I hope that you have plenty of energy and time to power through whatever you need to do, Axivos. Is Odyssey on... I'm afraid I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I don't believe that she is at the moment. How is life here? Well, it's good. It's peaceful today. The birds are chirping. The wind is flowing by. It's warm out, but still very cool in the pool. And while I can't seem to get a bite of this popsicle, it is still staying intact. Want to go to the pool too? Come on in. The water's fine. I wonder, does your streamer take breaks very much, or does she just tend to power all the way through? This popsicle is working overtime now in all this heat. Yep, I would say so. Wolves don't swim all too well. I've seen wolves swim. Besides, you can doggy paddle, can't you, Timber? I feel I should clarify it's Calypso's island in the Odyssey, not just a random place. That's fair. I have a feeling that a certain familiar force started reading the Odyssey instead of starting with the Iliad, and might be a little bit goofy silly when it comes to her understanding of the story. But I digress. I do believe, yes, I do remember that that was where Odysseus was held captive for more than 7 years. If we're splitting hairs, Penelope is also the name of Odysseus' wife. So, am I the wifely type? Or the captivating type? I shan't have you answer. Simply answer it to yourself in your heart. A sweet answer, but not great with the instructions. One moment, please. I believe Miss Odyssey forgot to get something set up for today. Yep, nope, she did not take care of that at all. Not too much into Greek mythology, played Hades. Oh goodness, Hades. Oh my. That is, that's one of the games of all time. I haven't played it much, but well, it's very fun to watch. Goodness gracious. Zagreus does not wear much, does he? My. Speaking of not much, I would like to take a quick, maybe 5-10 minute break. What Odyssey was supposed to have set up beforehand was a round of words on stream, but she forgot to get that implemented, so I had to do that while I was looking away. I'll be back very soon. All right? You enjoy the pool and play around with some words, and I'll be back in 5 minutes, okay? Back in a moment. Oh, I see. Yeah, she still didn't get it set up, did she? One moment, please. Hop a little behind the hood, pop here, go there, paste that, and it's like it's never been a problem. Here you go. Just in time, I've returned. All right, how does she have it set up? I think it's this button. Yes, there we are. Welcome back. Oh, there's a new part. There's a couple of new names in chat. Red Go Light and Calico Fox. Hello, darlings. I hope you're doing well today. For those who are coming in after that round of of Words on Stream, Miss Odyssey is out today. I am the lady from whom she rents this rooftop pool, so I am filling in while she's away for a bit. Some call me Penelope, others call me Calypso. You may call me what you like. Return of the Queen. Oh, I like that. Queen Penelope, Queen Calypso. I see. Hello, Calico Fox. I hope you're doing well. Now, what were we on about before that little break there? I think I might have missed something. I'm sorry. Queen Penelope. Oh, goodness. I do rather like that. Now, chat. Oddities, I should say. Does Odyssey really go by Empress? Ah, there it is. Yes, Empress. I thought she had something like that. Oh, that's cute. I can go with Queen for now. I think that suits me just fine. Gotta say, I don't know about that one. I may be named after something similar, but a deity I'm not. Believe me, I've had enough trouble motivating myself, and I don't think a deity would have that kind of issue. But I digress. I'm glad that you think so highly of me. Hope you're all doing well today. Beating the heat, as it were. What about Billette? Pardon? I'm afraid I've not heard that term before. Terribly sorry, Oni. It was like Miss Odyssey left some of her usual snacks around. Some cheese and some walnuts. Instead of Billy. Oh! I've heard Billy, like Billie, as a way to... Oh, thank you for that, Bats. As a way to feminize the name. Such as Billie Eilish, right? Billy. Yes. I remember, some of you may not know this actually, Oddities, but I actually knew Miss Odyssey from some time ago. After all, she and I started to get involved. I'm afraid you're mistaken, Hunter Oni. Audie is actually out at the moment. I'm the lady from whom she rents this rooftop pool. And I've been asked to fill in for her today. Some call me Penelope. Some call me Calypso. You may call me whatever you like, except maybe Audie. Or late for dinner, I believe the joke she tends to make is. But yeah, no. She and I have interacted for some time. Oh, that's the lyrics to one of her songs, isn't it? Very cool. Call me the Empress and I'll call you mine will echo out to the future. Oh my. She is a woman after my heart, isn't she? Which makes sense. I'm a woman after many hearts. But what was I on about? Can you tell Audie she needs to take a bath? That is rude! I shan't be telling her that. She smells fine. She smells like vanilla whenever I tend to see her, or some other... Is it champagne toast that's her favorite? I keep forgetting which one it is. I think it's champagne toast. She smells wonderful whenever I smell her. Not that I'm in the habit of sniffing her or smelling her or anything like that. It just so happens that I can catch her fragrance. You know, as one does. Odyssey's not stinky. I can personally vouch for that. How many of you have actually interacted with her in person? Goodness. If this were my stream, I would have taught you a great deal more respect. Ixar, hello, it's great to have you here. Miss Odyssey is out for the day, so I am the lady from whom she rents this rooftop pool. Some call me Penelope, some call me Calypso. You may call me what you like. And yes, I'm here streaming in Odyssey's stead for the day. Welcome back, Pixie. It's good to see you again. Vanilla oh my, that does sound quite good. That sounds like a great winter morning breakfast. Vanilla toast. Maybe some sort of vanilla spread. Like Nutella, but vanilla instead of hazelnut chocolate. Goodness, that would be amazing. Maybe like a white chocolate spread or something. I'm not sure how to communicate it. I'm hungry. I crave sweets. That is one way where Odyssey and I are similar. I was gonna say familiar and then similar, and then I would have ended up saying similar. We do have a bit of a sweet tooth, although I don't think she's told you much about it. I particularly enjoy chocolate. I think she's more about tart flavors like apple or strawberries or things like that. Vanilla toast with over easy eggs and white chocolate. Ooh, white hot chocolate. Call me basic, but I do love myself some vanilla ice cream. That's not basic. That's fine. Listen. Some things are standard for a reason. Vanilla ice cream is in such demand because it's good. And the fact that it's that good makes itself a reasonably good template for other things, for toppings or, served in different ways. It makes itself a great canvas for other things too. It's not my particular favorite, but I can respect vanilla ice cream as a favorite flavor. Chat, what's your favorite flavor? How much rent for the pool? Oh, darling. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Besides, Odyssey and I have an arrangement. She's already working with me for a project of hers that she's been working on for many years now. French vanilla ice cream with vanilla specks. I see. Oh, with vanilla specks. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. But yes, no, she has access to this pool at a pretty substantial discount because of the work that she and I are doing. I leaked a little bit ago that she and I have a relationship through an upcoming nightclub. For those who don't know or weren't here earlier, my particular line of business is that I own a chain of nightclubs, similar to something like the Hard Rock or the House of Blues. I don't think Hard Rock actually has a lot of shows these days, do they? House of Blues. We'll go with that. Except instead of owning a franchise where everything is one thing, I tend to own more of a series of venues and help them build out and grow and things like that. She reached out to me a long time ago. Met easily over a decade at this point. Pandora Hex, my goodness. Hello, Raiders. I've heard of you, Miss Pandora Hex. Now, I should let you know, your usual streamer, Miss Odyssey Eurobeat, is out for the day. I'm the lady from whom she rents this pool. Some call me Penelope. Some call me Calypso. You may call me what you like. Nevertheless, I've heard wonderful things about you, Pandora. I hope you're doing wonderful today. Well, how are you? How is your stream today? It looks like you were playing Kingdom Hearts. How is that? That's the Disney one, isn't it? I think Odyssey has a better sense of these kinds of games than I do. Doing wonderfully. Got a lot done. Close to finishing Chain of Memories. Congratulations. That is wonderful. Which I would say, but I gotta eat. No worries, Digital Rocket. Thank you so much for coming. Hello, Raiders. Now, I am not your usual streamer, but I did get a script to read to you from Miss Odyssey. It reads the following. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Rolling Stone, Matericon of Vishojo, and much, much more. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you're having a wonderful time. That is the script that she provided me with. Do I play many games? Who is that for? And I do hope that you do talk about it with her at some point, Pandora. Of course, for now, we'd love to have you here. And I would love to get to meet you myself. I will be relaying a lot of this to Miss Odyssey when the time comes. My name is not Billette. We've been over this. Penelope. Or Calypso. Mrs. No, I'm a miss. Any rings on my finger are purely decorative. No such connections at the moment. But yes, if you're here from Pandora Hex's community, thank you so much for being here. I suppose you're right, Hunter. Just because you're twisting the point, you are now condemned to only call me Mommy. Do I make myself clear? Still just a rat in a cage. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. It is great to have you here. I am not Miss Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, but if she was here, she would say that her work has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara, okay, that's how you say it, Matara, Konavi Shoujo, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. And it is great to have you here. In the meantime, I am the owner of this pool. You may call me Penelope. You may call me Calypso, whichever one you like. There we go, Hunter. Hunter, I think I misplaced your pronouns. Which set should I refer to you with, if you don't mind me asking? Now you have two moms? Why? Billy, how does your mom let you have two moms? Sally must depart. Hope you have a wonderful night. After crashed. Oh, after crashed. Goodness, hello. My apologies for missing you in chat earlier. It's wonderful to have you here. I've heard good things about you. I hope you have a wonderful night as well. And I'll relay that you are here to Miss Odyssey. Vinyl-tastic. I have your name written down from Miss Odyssey. She has quite a few wonderful things to say about you. I see why. I see why she calls you such a good boy, Vinyl-tastic. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Oh, you're simply too adorable. It will be hard to restrain myself from calling you that many, many times, but I shall try. You prefer she, her? Well, thank you for letting me know, Oni, and for complying with my name requests. Good girl. Meow. I see, Tangent. You prefer good/boy. That's what I called you, Vinyl. What a good boy you are. What a good, adorable boy you are. I can imagine that you behave much the same way for Odyssey. But here's the difference. She practices some restraint. What makes you think I shan't drink in every little drop of melting you down to a puddle? Hmm? Mommies. Oh no, you're adorable, aren't you? Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. Absolutely precious, aren't you? You're the DJ, aren't you? Vinyl-tastic? I believe a scrounge enough to rent the pool, a handful of broken cheese, it's a tech deck with a missing wheel, 2 small AXR, that's very sweet. I mean, I welcome you to join me in the pool for now. It's just a matter of renting the pool for yourself. That's a different story. You're the mess on the floor. Oh, I thought so, darling. It's my understanding that it's not hard to get you to that particular status. My mission then will be to keep you in that status. Is that all right? Do I get to keep you in that status today? I see. Not that it matters. We have many, many new and returning friends today. Oh my. I shall prepare the leash then. Anyhow, we have so many names that I recognize from the list that Miss Odyssey left for me. And I'm glad to have you all here. The what? Did I misspeak, Vinyl-tastic? The leash. The leash in color. Because you're going to be such a good boy and it's going to be adorable around your neck like that. Never too far away from me, huh? Goodness, if Odyssey hasn't seen that, then I certainly do. Again, Miss Odyssey has restraints. Oh, Vera. Why, I could end up with 2 collars and leashes, of course. Oh, no, I think I've got a few of you. I think I've got a few puddles now. Huh. So down bad right now. I see. Now, I should say, I am speaking on Miss Odyssey's platform. If I am going too far, if I am making too strong a point, or even just the scenario of the situation, if it's too much, please do let me know. I'm here to have fun and to banter in a way that Miss Odyssey tends not to, but comfort is more important. Please do let me know if I am overstepping any. And also let me know if I'm stepping just right. Stepping? I think I got, oh my, thought so. Well, that could perhaps be arranged another time, Maxar. I'm enjoying the pool, so I shan't be doing a lot of steppies at the moment. Don't mind Elysian color as long as it's blue and green highlights. Why does that remind me of Scooby-Doo somehow? Thank God I'm on mobile. I have the advantage of low quality. Oh no. What a pity. I could have had you caught in 4K. If Cottontail's weapon grade is... Are you considering me a higher grade than Cottontail? That is an honor. Goodness. I have some performance review for Miss Odyssey when she returns. Goodness, is it this easy to have her audience in such a condition? Is her audience bottoms? It seems to be. For those who are interested, by the way, I should remind some of you that a certain redemption is half off with no restrictions for this stream. You're a Switch? Uh-huh. Of course you are, Timber. Who's my big, bold puppy Switch, huh? Who's my Switchy puppy, huh? Who's my good puppy Switch? Who is it? Oh, there you are. Good doggy, Timber, huh? Good puppy. Switch my ass. My. Down, boy. Sleeper agent activation. Honestly, yeah. But yeah, no, I do wonder why Miss Odyssey had me step in today. I'm sorry. Was that a whole bike? Did you just throw a whole bike at my head? How am I not bleeding? We take this as it comes. Thank you so much for the head pats. I digress. You're not redeeming it for yourself. You're redeeming it for a friend because she's absolutely adorable when she's flusters. Well, as long as she accepts the redemption, should be absolutely fine. Because see, here's the thing. The rule that I have written down is anyone can redeem that for someone else in chat as long as the recipient accepts it. Otherwise, I refund the points. She isn't in chat. I suppose if it's a surprise gift, then I suppose it could be arranged. I take you're going to clip it if I say it, huh? I'll need a little bit of guidance on how to deliver it if that's the case. But go on ahead then, redeem it. I can comply. I can send a little message to your friend if it has this kind of effect. Going to need redeeming after how down bad you are right now. Vinyl, I commend you for being able to type in full sentences at this point. It must be hard to type from the floor. A little short on points currently. You're Vieira, right? You've redeemed this a few times, haven't you? You know what? You've been so good today. Who's the recipient? Robin Fillion. Thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am not Miss Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. She is out today. I am the lady that rents this pool to her, but she is a Eurobeat musician whose work has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matarkana, V-Shoujo, Rolling Stone, and much, much more, and she is glad that you're here. I, on the other hand, am either Penelope or Calypso, depending on what you want to call me. I'm glad to have you here. And Hunter Oni. Oni, are you listening to me? Are you listening closely? Oh, very good letting me know. Oni. Who Who's Mommy's good girl? It's you! Who's my good, sweet girl, Hunteroni? It's gotta be you. You're my sweet, good princess, huh? Who's Mommy's good girl? So sweet, adorable, huh? You are so absolutely precious, Oni. Good girl, good girl. How was that, darling? Goodness. Hello, Ouija. Odyssey has some notes here. It seems like you're a regular here. I hope you're doing well today. Gladly, Oni. Glad that I could deliver. Goodness. Miss Odyssey doesn't leave you starved, does she? If I didn't know any better, I would think that she doesn't do this for you at all. Or am I simply that good at it? Maybe. It might be time for me to ask her to step up her game. Who knows, though? This could also be a bit, this might be more extreme than her streams tend to be. Pool water. I'm not sure how to react to that, AXR. Why are you talking about pool water? Be down bad, not down atrocious. That is a rule that I've seen Miss Odyssey tends to have. I suppose a little bit of flexibility comes with the territory. Profits to be made. Oh, the Delphine stuff. Okay. No, that's not my line of business, nor is that Miss Odyssey's. I will not be suggesting that to her anytime soon. Right. Forgive me, after talking for a while, I've forgotten to apply the appropriate amount of dusk to my voice. It's been a full day of streaming. How does your streamer do it? I will say it's very fun, though. I see why she does it so much. A fancy hydrate. Okay, so thank you for the head pats, by the way. Her name is Caitlin. Oh, for the friend. So you're wanting me to good girl your friend Caitlin. Is that right? Okay, then. To Caitlin, your friend Vieira, who is a very good puppy here in my good friend Odyssey's chat, has told me that you, Miss Caitlin, have been a very, very good girl. What a good girl you must be. Such a good girl, aren't you? And given that it's coming from Vieira, I can tell that it's absolutely accurate. Good girl. How's that? So, a fancy hydrate. I've been given instructions on this. I have to switch up the accent because that is how you make it fancy when you can't tell how it's being drunk. Otherwise, when in doubt, pinky out. Oh. And it looks like your GG experience was sponsored, Vera. Thank you so much for that, Peanut. Would you like a freebie for yourself? In such a case. And HFA Bun Bun. HFA, I'm afraid I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I know what HFA is. I'm sorry. Bowser, if I could have you clarify that for a moment, I can properly adapt. Oh, okay then. Bowser the Bun. Who's Mommy's good little Bun Bun? Who's my soft, round, lovely little thing? Is it you? Such a cute, tiny little Bun Bun, huh? You got all kinds of head pats and pets and scritches. My adorable little Bun Bun, Bowser. Who is that? It's you. What a good little Bun Bun you are. How's that? Vinyltastic with 11 months of subscribing. Thank you so much for resubscribing to Miss Odyssey Eurobeat. And, wait. Please continue to enjoy your emotes, sub badge, and being part of the Oddities community for 11 months. Can we get some love in the chat for Vinyltastic? And thank you very much for doing so while I'm around, Vinyltastic. I hope you're doing very well. Oh, who am I kidding? You're doing fantastic. I've seen the way you type, darling. And Peanut, right. Donating the points for Viera. Viera, you are such a good boy. Who's a good boy for mommy, huh? Is it you? What a good boy you are. Good boy, Viera. Who's a good boy, good boy? Good boy. Huh? Yes, you are. Good boy. Good puppy, huh? And there we are. I do have word that that Odyssey could make a comeback later in today's stream if it was deemed necessary. It's my understanding that I was supposed to visit here for at least most of the stream. However, we have reached that point. I could be in contact with her. She could get here sooner, or she could get here towards the end of the time. Or, if you're enjoying time with me, I could simply stick around. What would you like? Oddities? How does one even get into the pool rental business? Well, it was actually here before I moved the business in. I began being in the business of, running and owning several nightclubs before we moved into this particular building, and the pool was here. It was part of the lease. So I took it on, and with the income from the venture, we were able to maintain it. It's considered a business expense at this point. It's practically part of the suite. And no worries, Oni. I'm getting the sense that you all like when I'm here. Am I wrong? Come on now. You do like when I'm here, right? You would tell me, right? I hope I've done well. I do understand that I'm a very different dynamic from Miss Odyssey herself. But I think that might be what some of you enjoy. Buckled under zero pressure, is that right? Oh, Red Go Light. I see, Red Go Light. Are you listening? Hakiria, I see. I'll have to keep a good note. All right, Red, let me know when you're ready. You are listening? Good. Red Go Light. You are such a good boy. What a good boy you are, Red. Who's a very, very good boy? It's you. Who's Mommy's good boy? What a good boy you are, Red Go Light. Good boy, good boy, good boy. And there we are. It is rather nice, but I haven't necessarily spoken to Miss Odyssey about how things have gone today. I'll tell you what. I have maybe another half an hour with you, and then maybe 25 minutes. Yeah, 25 minutes with you. And then Miss Odyssey can come by. Oh, thank you so much, Saribot. I've been seeing more of those lately, too. So has Miss Odyssey. The spam bots with best views on Twitch. Do you really think I'm stupid enough to click that in the middle of my stream? Bong camera go brrr, right, exactly. I will confess, by the way. Miss Odyssey did have some sense in how I conduct things differently. And to some extent, I think she might not have run how I would run things by her team quite as much as she could have. And that falls at least partially on me. I should apologize for that. This is definitely not everyone's cup of tea. I know there are plenty of people here who are here for Odyssey's music, or when she is doing a Just Chatting stream, that it can be a gentler dynamic. As much fun as it is to deliver on some apparently much desired content, I nevertheless could stand to introduce the severity more gently. That said, it's been very fun, and I hope you've been enjoying it as much as I have. Oh, look, a link dice. Oh, no, that's cute. Desired, I misunderstand, it's necessary to... Ah. Well, I do know a little bit about that. I do know that Miss Odyssey is very free with good boy, good girl, etc. because she believes that people should hear it more often. Just in general. That it's my understanding that's her policy. On the same token, I could handle it with a bit more grace and poise. Hydrate, I could do that. There's no limit on that redeemed stream. Today, there's no limit, and the price is half off. It appears that Miss Odyssey wanted to test something. See how often it's redeemed, I suppose. I agree that people should be told they're doing a great job, helps boost morale. I don't even think it has to necessarily do with their job. And forgive me for putting words in Miss Odyssey's mouth, but my understanding is that it's less to do with doing a good job so much as being good. That one is enough as they are. If you had more points, you'd keep redeeming. It is still a fairly steep price, but one that you seem willing to pay. I see. And it will be interesting to have that conversation with Odyssey when she comes back. But for now, it's been fun to indulge a little bit. To apparently indulge, I should say. Red go... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Red go light. Are you listening? Red, you are such a good girl. What a good girl you are, Red. Who is Mommy's princess? Is it you? Yes, you are. Who is Mommy's good, sweet, girly girl, huh? What a good girl you are. What a good, sweet girl you are. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. How was that? Oh. Oni, do you accept Peanut's redemption of that? And if so, which set would you like? Okay. And which set would you like? By the way, important to note, I do know how you like it. You like to be called a good girl, if I remember right. Do I have that right? Ah, you let me know. You communicated. Good girl. What a good girl you are, Oni. Who's a good girl for Mommy? Who's my sweet, good girly girl, huh? Who's Mommy's princess? It's you. What a good girl you are. Good girl. Good girl, good girl. Good girl. Aw. I can't sugarcoat it. That reaction is very cute. And I hope that gives you a little spark for the rest of the week. Oh! Timber, you're asking for good woof? Do you want me to call you good woof? Or good dog? Splash damage turned... Oh my. Okay, Timber. Very well. Timber. Timber? Who Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy, Timber? Is it you? Good boy, Timber. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Come here, Timber. Who's a good boy? Who's a good doggy? Who's a good boy? Ba 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 ba. Who's a good boy for Mama? Good boy, good boy. Good boy. Goodness, you're starved for it. Okay, it's very warm in here. Why is it warm in here? Oh my god. I am so sorry. I'm gonna be right back. I am so sorry about that. How do I say? If I can have a moment to break the fourth wall, there was enough heat going on to where I suspected that there might have been something left on. Goodness, you ever have someone speak through you for only a second? What was that about? Goodness. Anyway, I think I will give Miss Odyssey the remaining 30 minutes. False alarm, we're all good. Yeah, it wasn't anything left on, but thank you. Yeah, definitely one of those things where, no worries, Pixie. Do what you must. Glad you're doing okay in the pool, didn't catch. It wouldn't be the pool, it would be something more like, off to the side. You know, some of the heating engines and things like that. You know, if you leave them running too long without maintenance, they can catch. And even if they are running well with maintenance, sometimes things just happen. So it's, you know, it's hard to tell sometimes. Hello, where is Oddie? Hello, Type 2T. It appears that Miss Odyssey is out for today, so I'm the lady from whom she rents this very pool. Whenever she streams, she comes here. I go by either Penelope or Calypso. You may call me either. Like the jacuzzi or hot tub? Well, no, you can have a heated pool. It's still good for the summer. She get kicked out? No, she's simply busy. However, she wanted for me to provide the stream today on account of, standing in for a bit. She and I have worked together for a very long time. That's right. Before we go, I never did disclose much of the nature of her and of my work with her. Chad. At the beginning of the stream, I told you that I did have a working arrangement with her, and that I spilled a little bit of what she was working on. But I don't think I ever quite told you what that is. Let me make one thing absolutely certain. If it leaves this stream, if it gets back to Miss Odyssey, that I've shared what we're working on, I'll know. I'll know who did it, and I'll know when you said it. Well, that's one way to go about it. Do you have my pinky promise? Do I have your pinky promise that you won't tell Miss Audie? If I did, would you... Well, no, it'd probably be more like getting you banned from the channel. That's a different kind of situation, Oni. We'll talk. Now, I met Miss Odyssey while she was working on this particular project. Mind you, this was over a decade ago, so it was slightly different prospects. Nevertheless, she's been working on this for some time now. And, it wasn't entirely clear what she was building at the time, but she was actually taking care of it herself. Sort of rebuilding it, repopulating it. Well, not repopulating it, but essentially making it more of a space for what she had planned. Once I had a sense of that, she and I began working together. I provided her with assets and resources. No, not repopulating, not like that. Come on now. Give me one moment to not sound a little spicy, okay? We can come right back to it. Anyway, not an aquarium, an event space. One might call it a venue. I am not entirely sure the aesthetic she's going for. She kept going on about some cell octagon or some ageha event. No, not ahegao, ageha. Very different thing. Hydrate, that I can do. Apparently they had some influence on the music that she makes. Something to do about Euro nights and things like that. She kept mentioning something about I think it was another mythical land of some sort. Ithaca, right? Something to that effect. But at the time, fairly early on, the her that I knew was a bit more reserved, a little bit more quiet, a little bit harder to talk to. So it was strictly business. But as some of you may know, there came As some of you may know, there came a day when she, shared her truest self with all of us. And not long after that, she became a lot more comfortable. And it became easier to understand her and to click with her. So working with her became much more comfortable, much easier. And with that, just interacting in general. There are some details about what she's building with me that I can't disclose. Well, I'm running a little personal fan over me right now because it's a little toasty in here. But, yeah, she's been working on something like that. But to what end? I'm not sure. Octotoon. Hello, Octotoon. I imagine that you're here for Miss Odyssey. She has stepped out for the day. I am staying in her stead. I am the lady that rents her this pool, and we've been working together on a different project for many years now. You may call me Penelope or Calypso, whichever one of those two you may like. Maybe the goal at the end of this was a friends we made along the way. Oh no, don't get me wrong. She still very much wants to build something, but I don't mind her friendship in particular. She's quite nice, and I must say, the thing that she's working on is, she's working quite hard on that. I think you will like what you see when the time comes. Oddities. I wonder if that might come into play. She mentioned something about that, but I'm afraid I don't remember what it was. That particular context. Nevertheless, since then, after I started doing more successfully with the venues that I run, I moved into this building and I took on the lease for the pool. And after a while, she started getting more comfortable presenting in front of you all in swimwear. And she started asking for access to the pool. And I was happy to oblige. Of course, I own this pool, so I have to maintain it. And sometimes it's nice for me to hop in, Hello again. I believe you're looking for Miss Odyssey. She stepped out for today. I am the lady that rents this pool to her. I also own the building. You may call me Penelope or Calypso, whichever one you prefer. Do I remember right that you were in stream earlier today again? How much is rent? If you have to ask, then it's not for you. Other mommy, are you an Audie co-momming chat? It appears that I've been adopted into a mommy status for this audience. I must say, if this is how you're treating me, then it would seem as if Odyssey is absolutely starving you for maternal impact. Goodness. Either that or I'm delivering twice as much. I'm not entirely sure, but well, she and I are working on something for all of you. We'll put it that way. Something in the venue space, so to speak. So that's that. In the meantime, she likes to stream here from time to time. Welcome back, Pixie. Great to... Can you not? Politely, in a non-sexual way, your thighs lovely. Thank you. I have very lovely thighs. Here. a fish at me. What was that for? Here are the rest of my thighs. I think I have very lovely legs. I have worked too hard on them for them to not be appreciated properly. Don't you think? Oh dear. You planned that, didn't you, Octo? Goodness. If I didn't know any better, I would think that Odyssey's performance might need to be more reflective of my own. Imagine your shock. Is that right? You're jealous you need to work on your thighs. You can do it. I forget what it is that, again, can you not? I forget what it was that I worked on for my legs. I think I just did a particular suite of, I think for the head pads, particular suite of leg exercises, in my younger days. Why steak? That's my question. Why do you throw steak at Miss Odyssey? Do you throw steak at her? Why does it not surprise me that many people, why does it not surprise me that many people are eager to throw their meat in front of Miss Odyssey? I digress. So hot, I cook my steak on you. You ever hear something so stupid it turns around to be funny again? I see. Well, maybe I need to get Miss Odyssey a helmet or something. She's definitely prone to hazards. By the way, we're down to the last 8 minutes of my time here before, I think Miss Odyssey will be coming back in a few minutes. So, I only have a few minutes left with you this way. Something, legs so hot I could fry an egg. Yes, I do have very lovely legs. Then again, I feel like that's a trait that Odyssey and I share. Yeah, if I remember right, she's got some gams herself. Well, you didn't get my tits that time, so you're good. Forgot what I was on about. Hydrate, that I can do. Currently 100 degrees Fahrenheit, you can cook an egg anywhere. I see. I think it was something like leg hot leg. Leg so hot you fry an egg. It's my understanding that, thank you. Now, it was written down some of the common subjects that Miss Odyssey brings up in chat. It seems that she is less concerned about frying eggs and cracking them. Does that seem about right? I'll take that as a yes. Goodness. Oh, cute. That checks out. I see. Well, that makes a good bit of sense. Why? Anyway. We're down to the last few minutes, so maybe about the last 5. Oh, your egg was already cracked. That's I see. Chlorine flavored. I suppose it would be now. The problem is I haven't been able to take a bite of it at any point. I can't taste it because it never quite actually gets to my mouth. Oh, right, Oni. Someone tried to redeem that earlier, but I was not trained in how to deliver that to you the way that Miss Odyssey does. So I'm going to go ahead and refund the points so you can offer that to her when she comes back in a few minutes. Now, any last things for me before I go for now? I must say it was wonderful meeting you, the oddities. Goodness, I think I might have put the T's in oddities today. This is from your reactions. Thank you so much for the head pats. From the reaction that I've been getting, it seems that Audie might be a bit conservative with what she gives you in these things. Also, hello, Silverheart Vivian. It's great to see you here. I am not Miss Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, who tends to run the stream. She had to step out for a little bit, but she'll be back in a few minutes. I am the lady that rents this pool to her for her streams. You may call me Penelope or Calypso, whichever you like. And another hydrate, that I can do. And a wink, one moment, please. Ah. All right. She told me to push these buttons as I do it, so... I see. Why, thank you, Periwinkle. It's been lovely having you too, and I imagine Miss Odyssey's quite happy to have you as well. 4 minutes remain. My lovely, lovely audience. I see why she works so hard for you. Now, I may have spent a lot of time teasing and playing and bantering. It's my understanding that Miss Odyssey is not about that as much, but I suppose she might find it nice that you had a little bit of a reprieve like that. Oh, I thank you, Oni. I'm glad that you think so. I must say, perhaps I should be asked to do this again. I have had quite a lovely time meeting all of you. And, thank you for the headpats. Or at the very least, I could pass on the notes that I took from today's stream to Miss Odyssey. Seems to be very interested in how today has gone. Thank you for sharing today with me. Come back soon. We'll see. I need to talk about about how things went with her. Party Rock School. Your name is on the list as well. Miss Odyssey will be coming back in a few minutes, but I'm the lady that rents this pool to her. You may call me Penelope or Calypso, whichever you like. I own the business that runs this pool and one of the chains of venues through which Miss Odyssey is building Redacted. Did the Olympics start today? I thought they started a couple days ago. Did they not? I suppose I haven't kept very good tabs on the Olympics. Good evening, Party Rocks. It's good to see you. Finally, a boop that didn't end up on my tits. Love it. Fancy hydrate. Right, so what you do is you speak with this accent because you can't necessarily track that your pinky's out when you take a sip, but when in doubt, pinky out. Capital. You must be living under a rock. I see. You live underneath me? Does that mean you live under my feet then? Do you feel every step? I see how it is. Is you gently cup your hands and take a little scoop. Are we really still on the pool water thing? Goodness, y'all are more down bad than I thought. You don't talk to Miss Odyssey this way, do you? Oh, for the hydrate, no. I have a separate source of hydration. Oh, oh my. I see, Oni. There's a wild bike, 2 steak, and a cheeseburger in that pool. This thing is hyperchlorinated. We should be able to get that out just fine. Besides, I don't clean the pool myself. I hire people and pay very well to make sure that that it's well cleaned. All right, friends, my time is coming to an end. Thank you so much for coming to today's stream. I'll turn things over to Miss Odyssey. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'll give things right back over to Miss Odyssey in just a moment, but it has been an absolute pleasure getting to meet you and interact with you. And I see why she works so hard for you. Remember, she's got things coming for you. I can't tell you what they're. Thank you so much for the head pats. All right, friends. Goodbye for now. Let me see. How do I get out of this pool? Yeah, I'll be right there. Almost done. Okay. Right. Here we go. Yes. Yeah, I took care of that. Yes. As easy as hopping in, huh? Goodness. So, how'd everything go? Uh-oh. There we go, there we go. Gotta take off a couple things before I hop in here, sorry. Yeah. Did you miss me? Bunny. It starts as a bunny. Hello, everybody. I missed you. Thank you so much for being willing to work with that situation while I was away. Like, isn't she great? Can't get the bunny ears wet. Yeah, they tend not to do very well in the pool water. Yeah. By the way, did she tell you that her name was Penelope or Calypso? That was just her way of saying that her name is Penelope Calypso. Let's just be real. Or at least that's the one that's on her records. It's good to be back. Yeah, how'd it go? Now, hold on. Actually, before I go anywhere... Nothing, actually, we're good. Yeah, I'll have that ready by the end of next week. Yes, with the bonus. You're too good to me, Penny. I'll catch you later. Now. Was she lewd? Was she lewd with you? Tried calling her Billette because she said I could call her anything, but now I have to call her Mommy. Don't ask us. I see. Well, I have a confession to make. Some of that was, well, that was entirely her nature. She didn't have to change much to banter that way with you. But I kind of did that to test things with you. Hello, Blukey. I ran a 5-kilometer run while having one of your songs discovered by me called If I Was Gone on loop the whole time. I love that song. I'm so glad that you like it, Blukey. I'm surprised that song motivated you. That was one that was very depressing for me to write. But a few people seem to like that. I know Bungo Taiga liked that pretty recently. How streams stream? Well, I just got in. The first 2.5 hours were handled by Miss Penelope, who I've been working with on stuff. Using Mommy's... What do you mean an experiment? Well, oh, right. Well, kind of. I wanted to test something with you. To see how much you, how well you did with that kind of thing, and if that was something that I should start doing. I'm not sure... A test, did you pass? Well, I heard that some of y'all threw meat and bicycles at her, which I don't think was very good. They're still in here! Why would you... What? Anyway. Those of you who threw things might have to see me after class, but everyone passed. We'll put it that way. She and I still have to talk about, like, some of the specifics of how this went. I guess just figuring out the balance of spice, as it were. I don't know if I don't know if I'm ready to go as far as she tends to. But maybe a tiptoe in that direction might be fun. Oni called me stinky. Timber. No one likes a tattletale. But I do see that on the notes that that she took. Yeah, it looks like Oni, you called me stinky. And it looks like she reiterated that I smell like vanilla or that champagne stuff. Thank you. She's not here to hear me. Okay. But yeah, I've stayed a couple steps back from the level that she tends to put on because, well, for one, it's not everyone's particular cup of tea. But for another, just because it's a little bit hard to maintain. And sometimes that level of energy, that kind of thing can be hard to keep up. So, on the same token, it does seem a bit like it was well received, so it's worth evaluating. Snitches get stitches. Let's just be easygoing. You can have a little bike as a treat. Would just eat the copper off of the pipes. Goodness. No, there's no fish in here. Right. Anyway. But yeah, thank y'all for being good sports about it. What did I miss? What did y'all talk about? What did y'all actually, like, do? Uh-oh. Let's have an egg barbecue. Egg barbecue? I didn't know you could barbecue eggs. I know you can cook eggs. Wait. Yeah, the connection to Twitch has been severed. All right. There's at least one fish thrown in there. Oh, gross. I don't like that. Oopsie doodle. Immersion? What immersion? There's no section. Oh, with the. Oh, no. I don't think there's a section for that here in the States. Smoked eggs sound tasty. Ooh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like the kind of smoking that they do for like bacon or like Gouda. Oh goodness, love that stuff. Century eggs are pretty. I have never had a century egg, and I'm not sure how I feel about the name. We should get Mommy P on it. Hold on, wait. No, we're not calling her Mommy P, and we're not doing that on it. Jiminy Christmas. Cheese was a topic. I know that she's not big on cheese. I think she's good on like produce or something. Yeah, we're not. This channel's not gonna become a piss tuber, okay? Oh gosh, what was I even on about? You're the one that got the slap on the wrist. Hey. I know. But yeah, no. So today was a little bit of an experiment. Partially because, you know, test that out, see how it would go, and partially I wanted to just kind of enjoy that model for a little bit. I didn't even realize it had a summer outfit, like a swimming outfit. I only knew the two nun variations. Seriously, those are the ones that I knew. Who made the model? It was off of Booth. Let me see. So, I found them. Ah, here it is. Here's the model. I checked it out after it was recommended to me by Orihime VT. I remember I hopped into stream once. She's like, Odyssey, you should check out this model. Didn't know that Mommy PC was a nun. Neither did I, honestly. Aw, thank you, Tangent. Much appreciated. But yeah, no, it's a model that anyone can buy and can use. You could just stream like this with some limitations. I felt like an IRL art booth. No. The website's just called Booth. For none, she doesn't seem. I mean, she could have escaped that life. Mommy PC, she's a computer. I see. Handing out USB sticks with models on them. I mean, in theory, actually, real talk for anyone who has a little bit to invest and wants to get into VTubing, Booth is a good way to go about it. But yeah, no. Some of that was me. Sort of playing with the idea of a slightly spicier stream, but I wasn't sure how I felt about doing it myself. So I had Miss Penelope take care of that, and we'll review our notes. I'll check in with her. I'll check in with the mod team. I'll check in with just how comfortable everyone was. And by the way, if any part of that was like genuinely uncomfortable or like not a good time, then that's worth considering as well. Like, it's fun for me to joke in a certain way and to play in a certain way. But I also know that it's not for everyone. I'd even go so far as to say I can have a sense of play like Miss Penelope does. But I don't know if I could go for that whole time, you know? Wasn't my thing, but that's totally fine. I'm glad folks enjoyed it. That's fair. All good with me. Love role-playing like that. I feel like if I ever did something like that, it'd probably be a sometimes treat. Like today. Today was an RP character stream. That is... Ow! Was that an SM57? Those things hurt. Those things can pound nails into lumber, you know. That's not an exaggeration. Nails into lumber. Anyway, so it was a little bit of that. I'm not sure how often I could get that spicy, but it was fun to try. Besides, but am I lumber? I'm fairly limber. Unless we're talking about Chris Evans, in which case I could absolutely be split like a log. Fingernails can chop trees? No. Not mine. Goodness, no. My fingernails would come off way before the tree. But yeah, no, a little bit of dabbling, a little bit of figuring out with that. And, well, hey, sometimes an anime's got to have their beach episode, you know? And I guess today was kind of that. Like, today was kind of a little bit of fan service, a little bit, you know, from PG to PG-13, or I guess from PG-13 to almost R. I mean, kind of beach episode, more like a pool episode. At some points, I got too overwhelmed and needed to back out. That actually is good to know. Was that... And this could also be sent in, like, anonymously, or we can find a way to collect it, like, in a way that makes it more private. Was that from... I guess the question is that something that I need to scale down, or is that something that, that just felt par for the course? Unless hydrate. Ah. I was completely fine. It's my understanding that you were completely fine. The notes that Miss P took seem to recognize that. Hello, Simon. Yeah, I am back. We had Miss Penelope. Don't throw a burger in the pool. What the heck? Gross. Ew. Anyway, yeah, I'm back. Miss Penelope had it for a little while, and then, you know, I decided to pop in a little bit after all. No, Borgor is for outside of pool, not within pool. Trillian didn't feel the need to leave. In fact, he went to a bigger screen so I could see Mommy better. Returns with pizza, just cheese. Ooh, pizza sounds so good. Crusted crab burger. Wouldn't that just be a Krabby Patty? Tried your best to be a good boy. You never struggle with that, though, Beer. Let's be real. 4 burgers, 2 steaks, 1 bike, 1 mic, and a partridge in a pear tree. Really? And a fish, that's right, yeah. I don't know. It was worth taking a crack at it, see how it goes. Who knows? I still don't think that I would do whole streams just like that very often, but from the reaction to things, it seems like things are going pretty well. And I realize that Penelope confirmed anything directed at anyone was wanted as such, so I think it went well. That does seem to be both of our thing. Honestly, not really my thing. That makes sense, Pixie. Yeah, I'm seeing a few, like, not my things, and I appreciate you letting me know, actually, like, genuinely. I enjoy bantering like that to a degree. I enjoy teasing a little bit like that. But, you know, there's a limit, usually. You were good. Oh, I saw the notes. You're good. You're good. Yeah, part of why I ran this experiment was because, well, I want to be transparent about stuff. Like, trying things needs a certain amount of, you know, experimentation, and oh, excuse me. I wanted to double check how that went before, you know, before anything like that. If I did start tiptoeing more in that direction officially, I would let you know. Because I do know that it's been a bit of a journey. I went from being for those who haven't been around since I've frankly started streaming, I used to be extremely family-friendly, to kind of family-friendly, sorry, to not as much to about now. And I know that ever since we went 18 plus, I've kind of been making some looser jokes, some wilder jokes. Probably not much that you wouldn't get from seeing like Cinder, Cottontail, or Numi. Not family phobic. Come on now. But it's one of those things that I'm kind of tiptoeing towards. And I don't know. Today's reception is generally positive. I'll need to evaluate. Compared to them, you're very tame, but in a good way. I appreciate that. I don't know. I mean, earlier Hannah did say that. The note says here that Hannah commented that Miss P was nuclear level, whereas like she compared Miss P like favorably towards Cottontail. That's a pretty high standard to meet. You've seen my reaction to Cottontail.
You've seen that. All right, time to go. Has shower since this water will be thinking. Stop. But yeah, no. I forgot what I was on about. I did miss you. Yeah, take care, Oni. This isn't a pool, it's a nuclear fuel cooling pond. Explains why I'm growing fins. Nuclear? I hardly know it. Cottontail is a person that will get anyone Gamer, I think there might be some words missing there. Cause, huh? I think you mean under anyone's skin? Please? I don't think she's going around skinning people. That... Finally, the truth comes out. Does Cottontail is yandere? I think it's under the skin, like it's under your skin. Spell check error. So we can get under anyone's skin. That makes sense. But yeah, no. Today was a little bit loosey-goosey, a little fun, silly. And it was, I'll be real, it was fun kind of having a little bit of distance from my usual self today. Kind of fun to push that boundary a little bit. Only so much, though. Only so much. I feel like too much, and it can be... Oh my gosh, you tried to drown her in hearts, didn't you? While I was gone. Just kidding, just kidding. Twice. Why would there be an exclamation point for Cottontail? Ow. To be real, as someone who also wants to make that jump but can't for various reasons, it was pretty inspiring to get raided into this and see you not. Oh, thank you. And I'll say, I'm not sure if it's a jump for me, because like, my content is always going to be, you know, Eurobeat stuff and some, you know, fun times in between. But, you know, for those who don't know, actually, I used to just do music production. I used to just stream cracking open Logic Pro on a Mac, and it didn't go well, but I powered through it anyway. I'd occasionally play a game, and it took a while for me to even show my face on stream. The switch from just hard content to being more personality-based is fairly recent. So, I appreciate you all kind of rolling with that and seeing how things go. Kind of too busy to really get into it, but it was an interesting bit. That's fair. I know that Miss Berry was a slight push in a different direction. She was more like cutesy flirty, I think. Whereas Miss Penelope was definitely something else. A lot of other streamers will put an exclamation point for clips they like. So you think I'm going to have that for the clip of Cottontail calling me a good girl? Really? Don't get me wrong, I do very much appreciate Miss Cottontail. Okay, now I'm calling everyone Miss. But, I don't know. I feel like, hello? I'm not winking that much. It's not out of character. Not wrong. Wait a minute. Before I forget, by the way, Miss P didn't tell you anything about, like, our projects, right? She didn't spoil anything, did she? No, thank you for the head pats. Nope, nah. Okay. She's been known to have a bit of a loose, you know, some loose lips when it comes to that, so, I just hope she didn't spoil anything, you know? Trying to keep some things under my wing, you know? But did she say anything about me? Now that I'm thinking about it. Curious. But yeah, we're into like the last 10 minutes of stream. Did she? Really? Hold on. I see that she didn't put the GG redemption back, so I'm gonna go ahead and restore the price and the limits. Aw, that's sweet. She didn't have to do that. She might have mentioned a project, but not much else. That makes some sense. I mean, yeah, it's no surprise that we are working together. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the discount on this place, and frankly, I wouldn't be able to afford it if otherwise. So that was a bit. We've been over that. She, if I remember right, she defended that I smell like vanilla and champagne toast. Thank you very much. All right, though. We're getting down to the last few minutes here. Any questions, comments?
Sit down. Allow your eyes to meet mine. Good girl.
I forgot that's there. Okay. She did say you have to come into your own recently. Oh, that I have come into my own recently and vibe better now. Oh, yeah, because, like, when she and I met, I was version 1.0. I could barely talk to anyone. Before I even became a VTuber, she and I met. I was working on something that's coming up soon. And she was interested in investing in it, and I was really awkward, but also accepted, that. So, that happened, and then after I came out, she and I started clicking a lot better. How much does it cost to rent the pool? You don't want to know. You do not want to know. If you have to ask, it's too expensive. Yeah. Yeah, I am afraid to list a dollar price, honestly. Because I got pretty close to the broken tech deck. No. She would make that joke, but it most certainly doesn't cost that. She's spicy. She's a spicy one. She would make that joke, but it does not cost anything like that. Like walking into the fancy clothes store and not seeing any price tags. Exactly. Please understand that I only have access to this place at the rate that I do. Yes, gamer, that's the one. Anyway. What was I on about? Right. The only reason that I have access to this place at this price is because she and I are working together. Something equivalent of or greater than immortal soul. Not that high. I think I can't really disclose the price. It wasn't money. It would be money. It's not favors like that, and it's not my soul. Well, let's just say that there's a reason I started transitioning better. All right, so, wait, no, not like that, not like that, no, no. I supposed to clarify, no, nothing physical. You know about, how do I say, you know how, like, the Fae will steal things, like, they'll ask for your, oh, thank you so much for the headbuds. They'll ask for your pronouns, and you provide them, and they say thanks, and now you have no pronouns. It turns out the Fae can do other things like that too, and it's not just the Fae. Does she own my shadow? No. She owns my old gender. Don't ask how that works. But, yeah, no. Yeah. And again, not in a physical way, not in a gross way, just, it's like a wisp. It's why I've been able to become so feminine. Yeah. She doesn't do that kind of thing very often. But it's my understanding that she is descendant. Well, I shouldn't say it so openly, but she's descendant from the nymphs. Apparently, like she comes back from a long lineage of nymphs that have crossed paths with Greco-Roman entities. She just went yoink like that. Yeah, basically, yeah. Like instead of my soul or my shadow, basically like the essence of my masculinity. And it couldn't be right away either. It was something that kind of paid out over time. How to get myself yoinked? You'd have to stumble upon a nymph like that, or a fae, or another mythical being out in the wild. I'm afraid I lucked out. I wouldn't be able to tell you of like a source. But yeah, that's how that goes. But you didn't hear that from me. Thank you so much for the headpats. We got money. Mechanics with $30. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel before we go. Let's get some love in the chat for mechanics for $30. All right, we've got the wheel. Spin number 1. Ahem. One of them is Moi Moi Kyun. Record a cursed audio for Twitter, up to PG-13. And... oh, by the way, I don't think you've seen the wheel in a little bit. I'm gonna respin this one. Yeah, I'm gonna respin this one because, well, I've already kind of done that. Well, do you want to rename today's stream? I mean, I could just record the Moi Moi Kyun for Twitter and get it done with fell swoop. All right. So, what should today's stream be named? Rename next Monday's stream. All right. I'm gonna need y'all to remind me of that, though. Yeah. If you hold me to it on Monday, I can do that for sure. For sure. Yeah, let's just do it that way then. World's largest steak marinade. Why do I feel like that's very cursed? Oh, because the steak that landed in there. So full of steak, yum. Yeah, let's save that for Monday then. Meanwhile, there's recording cursed audio for Twitter and Moi Moi Kyun. Do we want to do Moi Moi Kyun for the cursed audio, or do we want to do a separate thing? Chlorinated steak. Gross. Okay. I have an idea for the cursed one. It'll still be Moi Moi Kyun, but it'll still end up being cursed. All right. Why am I getting so many spam bots on Twitter? I mean, I kind of answer my own questions. Twitter. All right. I think y'all like what I have in mind. Okay. All right. Yeah, y'all are gonna like what I have for it. Believe me, it'll be cursed enough. Time to bless your food, Nyaster. Oi, si kunyare. Moe moe nya. How's that? You did come back in time. We did the wheel spins, by the way, because of your because of the tip that you provided. Thank you so much for that, by the way. And it's posted. Happy to help. Thank you so much for that. And a good girl for Tangent. All right, I'm gonna refund the points on the hydrates because a lot of the stuff that I have at my desk is empty. But I'll refuel when I get done. Thank you so much for that, Pats. And Tangent, are you listening? I don't know how Miss P did them. I only know the way that I do them. Tangent, are you listening? Let me know in chat. Go on. Very good. Tangent. You are such a good girl. What a good girl you are, Tangent. Who's a good girl for me? Is it you? It's you. What a good princess you are to mommy, huh? What a good girl you are. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, that was the cutest response I've seen to that ever. What the heck? That is absolutely precious. Aww. See, now you got me wiggling happy. What the heck? All right, friends. It is about that time. I would usually do like a little vocal thing at the end, but my voice is very tired, and I have a feeling that a lot of you are pretty well stimulated from today's content. Oh, thank you so much for that, Bats. From your interactions with Miss Penelope. With that in mind, I think it's about time that we find someone to raid. Looks like we have excuse me, we have Cinder. We have Cinder, Chibi, Porter Robinson, Bao, Toma. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What happened to Numi's subathon? Willow is streaming. She's a trans woman streamer. 1 second. Huh. Why is her stream not going? Did Miss Penelope mention any kind of ball in her notes about me? If not, it's okay. I don't see anything about it. I'm sorry, Timber. I see Alue. I see LXOX. Streaming something with Megalodon. I see Wolfie Chew. I see Takahata 101. I see Ori. Oh gosh, Ori was the one who introduced me to the model. Is Donut streaming? Miss Lala's streaming. Petricoral is streaming. IRL Donut is in fact streaming. May Kurai is streaming. I see Munchmeister is streaming. Yeah. She paused now to rest her voice. Good. That is such a relief. I hope that her voice recovers quickly. Let's raid... I think we did raid IRL Donut somewhat recently. Have we raided Petri? Gazakantha's also streaming. IRC first 48 to 72 hours are straight through, but she's doing 12 hours at a time after a break for sleep. That's good. I'm glad she's being healthy about it. Mila is streaming, playing some Guilty Gear. Back from your shower, you're no longer a stinky. Welcome back. It looks like Donut is playing Mice Tea with Senpai Yuri and Teye. Is Vil alive? I don't see Vil. I do definitely follow Vil, but I don't see Vil live. Is Vil streaming on YouTube? Leighton, that's about how I was gonna do. That's about how I was gonna do the Audithon if it took more than an hour and a half to raise the funds. I think we should raid. Let's raid IRL Donut. Yeah. Been a hot minute since raided IRL Donut. I don't see her streaming very often, so let's do that. All right, friends. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for rolling with today's little experiment. And I hope you had a fun time. And thank you for your feedback, by the way. Thank you for sharing if you enjoyed it, if it wasn't your thing, if there was something about that was too much. Yeah, and next week, next stream, thanks for that, Pets. Next stream, I will change the name to Your Desires, and yeah, we'll figure things out from here. Until then, this is your raid message. Thank you again, Pixie, for that message. And we are raiding, raid IRL _ Donut. IRL Donut is an amazing cartoonist, and I believe she does the HRT Boy Motor comic that's big on Reddit and r/trans too. Yeah. Right. Oh, if you are subscribed, then you have that emote. If you're not subscribed, then I recommend the one that Daniel posted. On that note, it is time for us to end. Bye for now. Thank you so much for coming. Otskare to see. Bye bye. I will see you next week. I got stuff to do this week. And bye bye. Goodbye.